Hi there, my name's Andy Hillier and today's guitar lesson is going to be on Fast Cars by Tracy Chapman, also recently done by Luke Coombs. Beautiful version, I love that. So I'm going to teach you how to play the whole song, but just before I do, if you wouldn't mind subscribing to my channel, which is Andy Hillier, give me a like on the video, press the notifications, leave me some comments in the comment section, and if you love what I'm doing, you want to support me, support the channel, and you want the tabs for this and loads of other songs, then you can support me on my Patreon page. I'll leave a link to that in the description. My guitar is in standard tuning and I've got a capo on fret number 2. Okay, so the main riff that goes through the most part of the song sounds like this. So to play that, third finger on A3, and you're going to play the A3 with your thumb and play the open G and the open B strings at the same time. Okay, and then we're going to hammer on our first finger onto B1. So you have to really push it down real quick and hard to get that to sound. We then take the finger off and play the open G and B strings with the fingers. So you got. We're then going to change to what is part of a G chord. Second finger on E3, third finger on B3, and we're going to play the E3, the open G string, and the B3 all at the same time. So slowly from the beginning. We then play another B3, and then the open G. So the first bar slowly. We then go up to fret 8 on the B string with the third finger and first finger on fret 7 on the A string. So we've got A7, B8, and we're also going to play the open G string all at the same time. So when we've gone from the third fret, slide that third finger on the same string and then the first finger jumps down. So we get A7, B8 and the open G string. We then jump down to fret 5 on the A string and 7 on the B string. Remember you've got a capo, so it's where 7 and 9 is, even though we're on frets 5 and 7. Hopefully that makes sense. Okay, and then another B7 and then open G. So bar 2 you've got. So the first 2 bars slowly. And then bars 3 and 4 are exactly the same thing. So the whole line slowly. Up to speed, just first 2 bars. And that basically repeats through the whole song. Now, in the intro of the song, it plays this line exactly as it is. And then let's go on to the next line. There's just a slight little variation. Now, the first bar's the same. But then this bar 6 is slightly different. You've got. So for that, we'll go up to the 7 on the A string, 8 on the B string. I'll probably use my second finger. I could use my third finger, but it just makes it a bit easier to stretch up to this next note. So we play the A7, the open G and the B strings. Then we play B10, which is where fret 12 is. Then back to B8. So we go. We then go down to 7 on the B string and 5 on the A string. And then play B8 and then B7. So bar 6 you've got. So that's a little change there. So the first 2 bars of that line go. And then the last 2 bars are exactly the same as like the main riff. There's just one extra hit on the A7 with the B8 and the open G. See that in bar 8 got. So bars 7 and 8 slowly go. Okay, so that's the whole of the intro when you play those two lines exactly as written. And then you just play the first line, it just keeps repeating around the whole song until right towards the end where like this sort of bridge and chorus part kicks in. So the bridge part sounds like this. Okay, so we've got a C chord, first finger B1, second finger on D2, third finger A3. And we go down, down, up, but on that up, take your second finger off. So you get this. I didn't really know what to call that. It's kind of adding a second into it. So you got. And then put it back for the C chord for the last hit. So it goes down, down, up, down, and the up, you take your second finger off. We then go to a G chord and place your third finger E3, second finger E3 nearest to your face, first finger A2. And we're going to do the same sort of thing that we did with the C chord, but instead of taking the second finger off, we're going to take the first finger off. So you go down, down, up, and take your first finger off, and then put it back down for the down hit. Down for the down hit? Hopefully that makes sense. So your first finger goes back down on the A2 for the down hit. So it then goes to E minor. Similar idea, so A2 and D2, and take off the D2 to play the open D string on the up, so it goes. And then the last bar is a D chord, second finger E2, first finger G2, third finger B3, and go down, down, up, taking your second finger off, and then back to a normal D. So, okay, so the whole of that bridge goes. If you wanted to, you could just play C for a bar, G for a bar, E minor for a bar, and then D for a bar. But it's nice to add those extra little bits in. That takes us to this kind of like, kind of feels like a bit of a chorus bit. The whole kind of song feels like the chorus. And it sounds like this. Okay, so you've got C chord, down, and then another down, and then you're going to go to an E minor chord on the up, then go up, down. So it goes. And then that next bar is basically what we did in the previous line. So D, D, take your finger off for the D sus2, and then another D sus2, and then a D. So it goes down, down, up, up, down. So hopefully that makes sense, slowly. So bars 13 and 14, they repeat, and they sound like this. And then you just play a C and a D, and then it just goes back to the main riff doing the... till the end of the song. So there you go, that's How to Play Fast Car by Tracy Chapman. Beautiful song. Hopefully you've enjoyed this lesson and found it useful. If you have, if you wouldn't mind subscribing to my channel, which is Andy Hillier. Give me a like on the video, press the notifications, and leave me some comments. It does help the video, so just say hello if you want to say hello in the comments. Let me know where in the world you're from. Let me know what songs I should do next. And if you love what I'm doing, you want to support me, support the channel, and you want the tabs for this and loads of other songs, then I'll put them on my Patreon page. I'll leave a link to that in the description. Well, thanks for watching this. I've been Andy Hillier, and I'll see you next time.